I've got one question. Would you like to smash your year's goals in just 12 weeks? That's 3 months, not 12, not 6. 3 freaking months. If you said yes, and let's be real, who would say no to that? Today I'm handing you the exact system that turns I'll try into done next. Let's keep it 100. You've done this. Comes January 1st, you write some goals. This year I'm launching my business. I'm getting shredded. I'm getting rich and famous. On January 10th, you skip the gym. February, you have forgotten the goal. December 31st, you are back at square one. And you are now just wasting your time playing FIFA or completely doing random things. Why? Because 12 months equals 12 months of excuses. It's just too long. You tell yourself, I've got 11 more months. I'll do it later. I'll start on Monday. But the system I'm about to show you shrinks your year into 12 weeks. Suddenly, the stakes are higher and every single day is make or break. Here's why this system works. Reason number one, this system doesn't have seasons. So there's no summer, there's no winter, there's no I'll do it tomorrow, there's no I'll start on Monday or I'll get serious in fall. 1 week now equals 1 month and 1 day equals 1 week. Reason number two, you know that year-end panic, and you see this in the workplace, you see this in people's lives too. When you realize, crap, the year is almost over, so you finish that website, you launch that business, you now try to hit your savings goal. Most businesses hit their 40% of the annual revenue just in the last 3 months of the year. Obviously, you can say there is Black Friday and Christmas, festives and so on. But this is because of urgency of getting closer and closer to the deadline. So with this system, you now have that urgency, that rush 4 times a year. Reason number 3, you cannot predict everything you will do in the next 300 days, right?
Right.
So everything that you plan around the year is just based on guesswork, assumptions, and theories. But 12 weeks, within 12 weeks, you can actually plan every move and you have the ability to execute. Reason number 4, fall early, fix early. Don't wait until December to realize I didn't achieve my goals. You will know by week 5 and then fix it. Reason number 5, you have 4 New Year's every year. Even if by end of the 12 weeks, you didn't reach your goals, you can take 3 days off, reflect, and start fresh. It's like your December comes every 3 months. If all of this excites you, then here's 4 steps to implement this system today. Step number 1, vision. Everything, the phone you are watching this video on or any device, was created twice. First in someone's head, secondly in some factory.
I have just flown from America.
Grab a notebook and write down December 31st and answer these 3 questions. How much do I make? What does my body look like? What do I do every day? My own examples would be I earn $10,000 every month. I have 10% body fat. I run a YouTube channel with 5k subs. Do not say that is impossible or ask yourself, how the hell am I supposed to achieve that in just 3 months? This is not the time to think how. We'll get to the how later. This is the time to dream and dream big. Because soon enough, you're going to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. And only a big enough or a vision big enough will keep you going. By the way, if you're still watching, then a sub to the channel will be pretty visionary. Now that you know where you want to go, it is time to plan how are you gonna get there. Now you need to find a clear goal. You might have many goals, but only identify key essential goals that will bring you the results that you want. List all the tasks or all key tasks that you need to get done in order for you to achieve that goal. Apply the same logic that you applied when you were identifying your goals. So list the key tasks that will help you achieve that goal. The goal of this stage is to plan every week, identify what results need to be achieved by the end of that week, and what tasks need to be done. Each one of your week need to be planned and it should look like this. The goal at the top of the page for that week, and a list of tasks to achieve that goal. Now, when you're planning, one of the most questions that you're going to ask yourself is how? How the hell am I supposed to achieve all of this in 1 week? How the hell am I supposed to achieve this big goal in just 3 months? Now, let me tell you a little secret. You're asking the wrong question. You should be asking who, not how. So the old way was, I want to build a website. You'll watch 15 tutorials and by the end of 4 weeks, you'll still be stuck. The new way is who builds websites. And if you do not know who builds websites, then find someone who knows who builds websites. Again, ask who, not how. So for example, who designs a logo? Who's gonna do video editing? You can find someone on Fiverr. Or who's gonna do my sales? You can find a virtual assistant. This alone saves you 200 hours and you get professional results. Step 3, control your process. Each Monday, open last week's plan. Did I do all my tasks? If yes, keep moving. If no, why? Too many tasks? Phone doom scrolling? Then plan next week's. Every night, at least take 2 minutes. Did I do all my tasks today? If not, review the plan. Restructure the tasks in order to achieve your weekly goal. Step number 4, measure. If there's one thing you can get from this video, this is the most important thing. Measure. You cannot know if you're progressing if you don't measure anything. It's like saying you want to get fit, but you never step on a scale. You never track your workouts. You're just hoping things are changing, and hope is not strategy. In this system, measurement is everything. But here's the part most people get wrong. There are 2 types of measurement, and the first one is results measurement. These are the outcomes you want. For example, lose 5 kgs, make $10,000 in sales. These are exciting. They are. They feel very good talking about. But the problem is you don't actually control the results. There are always outside factors. So we move to the second type of measuring, and this is actually the one that changes your life. Execution measurements. These are the stuff that you do every day. So if your goal is to lose 5 kgs, so maybe you need to track your calories, you need to eat less than a certain number of calories, you need to go to the gym 5 times a week, you need to drink at least 2 liters of water. If your goal is to make $10,000 in sales, then maybe you have to send emails to 50 potential clients a week. Maybe you need to post more content online, maybe twice every day. And maybe you need to contact old leads every week. You see the difference? Results tells you if you're winning. Execution tells you why. And this is the rule of thumb. If you're hitting 80% of your execution, results will come. So focus on execution. Before we wrap up, I just want to be clear about something. This system is not something I invented myself. This system comes from a book called The 12-Week Year by Brian Moran and Michael Langington. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sharing it because I'm some productivity guru or I've figured it out or I've mastered life. I'm sharing it because I struggled. I struggled with planning. I've struggled with staying consistent. And I've always wondered, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? Year after year, I set the same goals and I stay in the same place. So when I found this system, it hit me. Not because it was motivational, but because it was practical. It forced me to look at my days differently, my time differently, and at my thinking differently. And when I applied it, everything changed. Not overnight, but day after day, week after week, month after month. So if this video hit you, go grab a book. Seriously, grab a copy. Because what I explained here is just the foundation. The book goes deeper and deeper into execution scoring, accountability systems, and how to actually build momentum that sticks. It is simple, and simple done consistently beats perfect done never. So yeah, if you're ready, your 12 weeks starts now.